about leadership training. Now, this training could be the dominant group or also could be from within the community. But the idea that you can train top down, pick up people who claim leadership of a community or considered leaders of a community and then train them in revolutionary mode or any other mode and then send them back to train the community. That's the model that even a lot of NGOs follow. What Freire sees is the problem is, first of all, if the oppressors are training these people, then they are training them in looking at their own culture from the point of view of the oppressing class. So these people, when they go into their community, they themselves are alienated from their own communities. But then they would develop a certain kind of disdain for their own communities. That comes across in colonial education very clearly. I have quite a few videos on it. Ngugi Thiong'o writes about it, is that Western educated elite in so many national cultures under colonialism, when they go back to their own cultures, since they have bought into whatever has been taught to them, they become suspicious of their own communities, and then their own communities don't trust them anymore because they are not seen as authentic members of that community. So the idea is not to pick up leaders and train them and then hope that they will train the community. The idea is to build a whole community, right? And then within that, whosoever emerges as a leader would be someone who espouses the aspirations, the hopes, and knowledge of the community itself, right? So we cannot approach the question of community building from just a leadership training point of view. First of all, we already know from chapter 3 that the curriculum for training that will be developed by the researchers will be developed with the voice of the community in it, right? We already know that. We can't bring it from home and say, here, we'll teach you how to be. It's a step-by-step process, right? But two, we cannot just train people at the top and hope that they will go and train the others. The top must rise from the very system that is being developed, which is in sync with the aspirations of the community. So the anti-dialogic forces would use the method of just training the elite and sending them down because that's a method of control. These elite then become cultural informants to the powerful, but at the same time they keep their own people appeased and they are not sincere to their own people and they end up manipulating their own people. So that keeps perpetuating the system that the revolutionary process is supposed to change. And the only way of changing it is to let leaders emerge from the system of liberation and liberatory pedagogy that would transform a community.